everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is my very first commentary video, but today I decided to do the Death Knight questline. This is the old Death Knight questline. There are two different Death Knight starting zones. The very first one was released back around the Lich King, which we're going to be playing through today, and the second starting zone was released not that long ago. It contains the newer Death Knights. If we go to character creation screen, as you can see, we have these highlighted races over here on the Alliance and Horde. These are 4 races, so except Pandaren, they're gonna start in the starting zone that we're gonna be playing through today. Then I have these gray races. These are the allied races, including the Pandaren, which is a neutral race. They all start in the new starting zone. With the new Lich King. I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but yeah. Meanwhile, the core race Death Knights, they are servants of the most known Lich King. And it's like the most known character in all World of Warcraft. Most people know it. But anyways, yeah. So I do apologize if the game is laggy, if there's any kind of lag in general. I'm still pretty new to this YouTube thing. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started.
A hero, that's what you once were. You stood boldly against the shadow and purchased another dawn for the world with your life. But the evil you fought is not so easily banished. The victory you claimed, not so easily held. For now, the specter of death looms above the world yet again, and it has found new champions to bring about its final reign. Knights of darkness, wielding runes of death and destruction, bound by the will of the Lich King. This is the hour of their ascension. This is the hour of your dark rebirth.
Okay, I'm just gonna fix the audio real quick for a second. Hope this helps a little bit. But yeah, I do use LVUI. And I have quite a few add-ons, but I always need to fix it in every single game because it's a new character. The storyline add-on might help a little bit with seeing the quest text, but we're gonna see. Okay. Alright, let's get started.
All life must end.
In service of the Lich King, all that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality so that you may herald in the new, dark age for the Scourge. Gaze now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's hope stands defiantly against us. A blemish upon these plague lands. They must all be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now and claim your destiny, Death Knight. He's gonna repeat the exact same thing, and obviously a lot more cooler than I ever could say.
Go forth and defile these lands.
I actually really like the Lich King's voice.
You immortality, so that you may herald in a new, dark age for the Scourge. Gaze now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's hope stands defiantly against us, a blemish upon these plague lands. They must all be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now and claim your destiny, Death Knight.
Alright.
You need something?
In service of the Lich King. You have heard the call of the Lich King, Death Knight. Now is the time to answer your master. The single most important piece of equipment, The single most important piece of equipment to a Death Knight is the Rune Blade. It is through the Rune Blade that a Death Knight commands the power of Frost, Blood, and Holy, the three main specs of the Death Knight. The Rune Blade also acts as a vessel to store the Death Knight's runic power. The time has come to create your first Rune Blade. Search the weapon racks on this floor and locate a battle-worn sword. Once found, take the sword to a nearby rune forge and use it to create a Rune Blade. Okay.
We are done here.
So, of course I've played the Death Knight class in the past. I actually have a pretty funny story, but I'll tell as we're going into the storyline. But whenever I did play as a Death Knight in the past, actually you would only have the rune sword, rune soul blade. That was the only weapon that you had regardless of what your spec was, because the Blood Death Knights and the Unholy Death Knights, they both use a two-handed weapon. However, the Frost Death Knights, now they've changed, but in the past, they could equip a one-handed weapon in each hand. Pretty much like Frost Warrior, Frost Rogue, oops, I forgot.
Ashes to ashes.
Emblazone Rune Blade. Rune Blade is an extension of your being. A Death Knight cannot battle without a Rune Blade. Emblazone with Frost, Blood, and Unholy Runes. Well done. You have successfully created your first Rune-bladed weapon. With it you will sow the seeds of chaos and destruction. In your wake will be a bloodied field of battle, littered with the corpses of all that would dare oppose the Scourge. And as you can see, we get everything this time. Rune Forging, preparation for battle. The mark of war is etched indelibly upon your soul, Death Knight. You will learn the dark art of rune forging, and with it you will engrave runes of power upon your weaponry. Preparations for battle must be made. Return to one of the rune forges here in the heart of Acheros. I used to pronounce it Acheros. I know it's so funny, but I used to pronounce it Acheros until I did the Death Knight campaign in Legion, and it's actually Acheros. Use the power of rune forging to emblazon your weapon with a rune of power. Return to me with your blade when your blade glows with dark energy. Okay.
There's work to be done.
So in the past, you would only get this weapon, which I mean looks freaking cool. I've always loved this weapon because it's so cool. I just love it so much. But I do actually like, as you can see, if you're I can't go there, but this is what the soul blades look like, soul sabers. And this is for obviously the Frost Death Knights. They're the only ones who can equip one-handed weapons in each hand, but they also now can dual wield in Shadowlands, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm gonna use rune forging, and I'm actually gonna rune forge all of my weapons because we have a rune for everything. Stone Skin Gargoyle is for two-handed weapons, which is perfectly fits everything. It really does. Okay, we're not done yet. I'm going to use the Falling Crusader for one of these Soul Sabers. Then we're going to use the Rune of Razorice, I don't know how to pronounce that. We're going to use it on the other weapon. Okay. We're done. It's actually pretty cool. Because you gotta see how truly terrifying the Scourge was, because they would raise these corpses, and if they would choose to be a Death Knight like that guy, they would be equipped. So pretty much we are also pretty much like that. We were risen, and we decided to join Scourge, but if not, I'm not sure if I can actually see it because he just kind of paces back and forth until he actually runs up. I think he paces like 2 times at least. Yeah, he would basically pace, and let's say if the risen soul, if the risen initiate doesn't actually want to, they would literally summon ghouls, and those ghouls would kill the summon initiate just because they refuse to serve the scourge. Pretty damn crazy. And I also didn't notice that there's some Scarlet Crusaders over here. Not Scarlet, oops. Well, there has to be, you see. There's a Scarlet Crusader and an Argent Dawn. Both these 2 crusades were fighting against the Scourge. However, the Scarlet Crusade, well, their goal was, I mean, noble because they wanted to kill all the Scourge, but they become zealous, and actually, if you have done Northrend, I don't know about the Horde side because I've only done this on the Alliance multiple times, and I've started on the Horde, but if you do Dragonblight, let's go to Azeroth, Northrend, and we have Dragonblight over here, and we have the Wrathgates. Well, this is the Horde side. I'm not exactly sure. I think Agmar's Hamlet, somewhere basically here, you would have the Wrathgate, and while you're questing here, pretty much, you actually have to go and kill Scarlet Crusaders. Literally have to go and kill Scarlet Crusaders, which is pretty funny, but there's also dungeons in Classic WoW. We have like the Scarlet Monastery and Scarlet Halls, which just kind of shows that the Scarlet Crusade has went farther away from their goal. Didn't notice there's some ghouls, I think. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. They actually keep like Crusaders and they keep prisoners, as well as they also right over there. As you can see, they have a enslaved laborer, literally a human. He's crying. Poor guy. He's like crying. They have an enslaved laborer, which I'm kind of surprised that they literally have a human working. But knowing the Scourge, I don't think this guy is gonna. He's probably gonna become like these mindless laborers soon enough, most likely, because obviously the Scourge needs any kind of corpses that they possibly can get. Because why? See, there's a initiate. Let's see if they're gonna be a good one or a bad one. I hurt, suffering unbearable, and my pain. Oh no, she's gonna die. He's gonna say that she's useless. Another failure. Yep. And you're gonna say it now. You're gonna order to kill her. You've been measured and found wanting. Kill her. Dispose of it. Yep. Yes, instructor. And summon the ghouls. Unleash the ghouls. Rise, minions. Rise and feast upon the weak. Yep, and they're just gonna kill her. Because she refused to fight. Runeforging, preparation for battle. Remember these words, definitely. The Runeforge is a scourge and strength. It exists only in Acheros and certain locations in Icecrown. You may only emblems on your weaponry at a Runeforge. Return often and emblems on all of your weapons, but definitely must be prepared for all that would dare oppose you. Obviously, if you're playing as a male, you probably have oppose him, but anywho, that's done for this quest. The Endless Hunger. The Endless Hunger will soon take hold of you, definitely. When it does, you will feel pain immeasurable. There is only one remedy for the suffering. The hunger must be sated. I give you the key to your salvation. He literally gives us a freaking key. Chained to the heart of Acheros are those deemed unworthy of the Dark Brotherhood. Use the key to free an unworthy initiate. Allow them to equip their gear and value their freedom. Kill and the pain will cease. Fail and suffer for eternity. Live or die, the choice is yours to make. Obviously, we're gonna choose life.
Tomorrow is
Unlife
day.
or undeath. Afterlife. I don't freaking know. Alright. I always try to find the same race as me. There we go. We have a lovely orc. And I chose to play as a horde because I already did a whole series of playing as a worgen. So I thought for this one, why not play as a horde character? Let's go, baby. Sate your hunger on cold steel orc. You're an orc too. You're okay. That was easy. But yeah. All right. Quest complete.
I will listen for now.
As expected, my chosen knight has triumphed. You are ready. The Eye of Ocarus. Behold Ocarus, the grand citadel of death. It has no equal in this world, not even the mighty Naxxramas could withstand a direct assault from the Hold. Naxxramas is arrayed in since like Wrath of the Lich King, and honestly it's actually pretty creepy. It's like one of the darkest places, one of the most scariest like things in World of Warcraft. And I've done it like maybe once, but it's still pretty cool. Living above the face. Wait, he's going. He's going.
Speak your peace.
From its the master. Living above the face of the necropolis is the all-seeing eye of Ocarus. From it, the master is able to see the great distances into the territories held by our enemies. What the eye sees, the Lich King sees. And now the time has come for you to peer through the eye. The Lich King has called for you. Go now. Suffer well, sister. Let's go, baby.
Leave me be.
Alright. So, I am playing as a trial account, but I have played in Shadowlands. I've played previous expansions. In the past, just that my game time expired, and my boyfriend plays on NA, and I mainly play on EU. I've been playing on EU since like 2016 because when I first bought the game, because I am from EU, I had only played in EU, so I've kind of been gone from NA until like recently. Because since I'm a trial anyway, so whatever. And it's really cool that I can finally be a Death Knight and even a Demon Hunter as a trial. I think it's absolutely like freaking amazing, and I actually have a really funny story with Death Knights. But yeah, I'll tell you a bit. I have Ocarus. The time to spill the blood of our enemies approaches. You must first learn what it is that you seek to destroy, before rushing headlong into battle. It is what separates a Death Knight from a mindless ghoul. I grant you sight beyond sight, my champion. You use the Eye of Ocarus to steal our enemies' secrets. Okay. Death comes from on high. Towering above this platform is the Eye of Ocarus. From it you will call forth a probe that you will then use to analyze Scarlet Crusade fortifications at New Avalon. The Eye has a host of powers that should make the acquisition of this data simple. Use the Eye's siphon to analyze the forge, town hall, hold, and the chapel. The Eye's control mechanisms are located on the other side of this platform. Waste no more time. The Scourge will have this place. The Lich King commands it. Alright.
You know what to
It
do.
used to be such a really like annoying quest when you don't really know how to do this, but yeah. We have the siphon thingy, we have this that allows us to summon a ghoul, and then we have a stealth thing. One thing you can remember in this quest is do not click escape, because you're gonna have to go through this animation thing again, and it's a little annoying when you're trying to hurry up. But what I really like about this like questline, because you really feel like you're a champion of the Lich King. You literally feel like you're a champion, that you're just this mighty soldier of the Scourge, like this powerful Death Knight that has a servant until the ending. I'm not gonna spoil because you're gonna see it at the ending, but you know, it's just the immersion is so awesome and amazing. I just really freaking love it. Do I hate the current starting zone for the newer Death Knights? Not really. I do still think that they're really cool, and they have freedom, which these Death Knights never did. But I mean, I just still like feeling like a servant of the Lich King. You know, same as if you're playing as a Demon Hunter, you feel like you're like one of Illidan's most powerful soldiers. So I feel the same playing as a Death Knight. That I'm the Lich King's most powerful soldiers. That I'm one of his most powerful soldiers. Until the ending, which is kind of pretty ironic, but you know, whatever. And I'm actually really happy with Shadowlands that finally Death Knights have this very important role. They're finally important in the storyline, and not looked upon as monsters. Like, it's so awesome, and I freaking love it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I just really love Death Knights. Like, they're just so freaking cool. Whoops. Wee. Whoopsie-daisy. Whoopsie-daisy. We're gonna let my eye heal because, whoops, we can die at any given moment. Just being dumb right now, but okay. Let's try to hurry up and not try to die and have to start over again. Okay, now I'm gonna click escape and we're back here. Nice and easy, just like that. Okay.
Bow
That
to
comes from
your
on high.
master.
They prepare for battle as expected, but there is something else. I sense an enemy that I destroyed long ago. I am kind of wondering on what this could be. Does it have something to do with Luther? I don't know. I'm just speculating. We will send the full, it matters not, we will send the full might of the Scourge against them before they even have a chance to evacuate their homes and put in place their defenses. The might of the Scourge. Listen well, Death Knight, for I give you the words that will start a war. My final judgment has been passed. Death to all. None shall stand so boldly against the might of the Scourge without reprisal. The might of the Scourge. As you have served me well in your first task, so too shall you serve me in your next. Take my judgment to High Lord Morgraine at the command post of Aquilin, down on the first floor. Tell him to begin the assault. And when the crusade has been dealt with, we'll finish off the Urgent Dawn. So that's why there's an Urgent Dawn Crusader here as well, not just a Scarlet Crusade. Let's go. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna try and see. I hope I can see them from here. Come on. Yeah, they're over there. As you can see, there's a Scarlet Crusader and there's an Urgent Dawn Crusader. Hold on, let me just check real quick. Okay, we're good so far. But yeah. So I had a really funny story. I don't know what happened. I actually asked my boyfriend, and he confirmed that he also experienced this once. But back before the current expansion of Shadowlands, the level is still level 20, but in the past, you could not be a Death Knight or a Demon Hunter. 1 second. The Might of the Scourge. The horns of war will soon echo across this land, waking the dead and calling forth the Scourge war machine. Woe unto those that would stand in our way. You and your brethren will lead the charge. When next I look upon the Scarlet Lands, my sight will be obscured by the legions of Oculus. The march upon New Avalon begins now. Ah, yeah. Scourge Command, report to Scourge Command of Dawn. Scourge Command of Dawn, await your arrival at the overhang located directly southeast of our current position. Report to Dalamar, position Scourge until the Death's Reach. Prince Valinor will be waiting for you down below. Supper well, sister. Armies of the Scourge, hear my call. The Scarlet Apocalypse has begun. Tear the sun asunder and leave only death in your wake. So yeah. Back then, you had to be a level 55 because the Death Knights would originally start at level 55, but now since there's a level squish, I start at level 8. Demon Hunters and Death Knights. Demon Hunters would start at level 98, and Death Knights would start at level 55. So, if you were to make a Death Knight, you had to have a level 55 character, and if you wanted to make a Demon Hunter, you had to have a level 70 and above character, of course. So obviously, Trials could not make a Death Knight. And I remember this one day, I just felt like maybe I can make a Death Knight, and somehow I was able to make a Death Knight, because in the past you cannot make a Death Knight. You can't even make one. But that one moment, I was able to make a Death Knight, and I was actually able to play one, which was like, what? I guarantee it was probably an error. The power of the Blood, Frost, and Holy. Within the halls of command, you will find the schools of Blood, Frost, and Holy. Each school has a trainer that can provide you with the knowledge in the various dark arts. I, Lord Thorvald, am the headmaster of the School of Blood. The Blood specialization is a tank, and then the other two, Frost and Unholy, are DPS. Lady Adlistra reigns over Unholy, and the Archlich Amaltazad holds dominion over Frost. You must return here whenever you gain power and train. So back then, obviously I was able to do the entire Death Questline, but what's funny is afterwards, I was playing as an Alliance character and I went to, I think, it's called Mage District, I think, or Mage Quarter, and I went there, and I literally had someone whisper me, and they were like, how the heck are you level 55? Because obviously I'm a trial, I could not level up, and someone was like, how the heck are you level 55? Like, how is this possible? Because there is a thing as level, like, termination where you can stop leveling, but you have to go to Algrimar and Stormwind, depending on which faction and race you play. But obviously as a Death Knight, you cannot do that until you finish the storyline. So I had people literally asking me, how the heck are you a Death Knight? So that was just so hilarious and funny to me. And now I can be a Death Knight without any kind of bug or error, which is amazing. And the one catch with it is if you were able to make a Death Knight as a trial, it was temporary. Because the moment you logged off of your character, whether you left the game or just logged off to play someone else, you would not be able to log into that character because, of course, it's past level 20, so you had to buy the game to play it. But I still think it was pretty funny. It was as if I was trolling players and they were like, how the heck are you level 55? It was really funny for me to do that, but yeah. The war has begun. Reports of command, Scourge Command Thalana. The war has begun, Death Knights. I shall place upon you upon my finest griffin and deliver you to death's breach. Chaos, death, destruction. You will herald in all this and more. Below the Scarlet Harvest, below Akira stands Death's Bridge, the staging point for our assault upon the Scarlet Crusade. Ere to survive one of my Scourge Griffins, located on either side of this path, and reports of Prince Thalana. Do as he says, and you may live to see these lands fall before us. Right? Also, comment down below if you like this storyline add-on that just kind of shows up like this episode on the screen. I do try to watch my videos on the phone, and it kind of like with the LVUI, it's kind of harder to read, at least on the phone. So I do hope that with the storyline add-on, it kind of helps a little bit. Comment down below if it actually helps, because I don't know, I'm trying. But I also really like it. It's a pretty cool add-on. It kind of has like a bit of immersion and realism. But yeah. So just something like this is a lot better, and I'll keep it in my upcoming videos. Let's go harvest. Do you smell it? Valda sniffs the air. Fresh meat. The scent of Scarlet Crusader wafts through the air. Apologies, Death Knight. I'm sure you're not interested in my choice of fine cuisine. You're here to work. To lead the charge. Yes, I know. The Lich King has told me all that I need to know about you. The time for bloodshed is now. And I believe Prince Balnar and his other brother, which we'll meet later on, I believe they're both Samhain. I think. So that's why they're all like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat some Scarlet Crusaders. That's literally why they're all like that, because, you know, how about blood? They make their stand now, outside of Death's Breach. If chaos drives, let suffering hold the reins. They make their stand now, outside of Death's Breach, futilely attempting to push us back in hopes of saving their horses, mines, lumber, and citizens. This will be your first lesson in Scourge warfare. Terror. Go to the front lines south of here and destroy Scarlet Crusaders. Leave their corpses so that we may utilize them for the death march. But most importantly, kill the fleeing villagers. Soldiers dying are an affordance, but villagers? That is what strikes fear into the hearts of men. I would say men, I think with hearts of men, but okay.
Leave me be.
Will do so. Grand Theft Palomino. Grand Theft Auto. How fortuitous it is that the Crusade has a stable full of horses a mere stone's throw from this post. Oh no, he's going. Though they guarded tenaciously, an enterprising young Death Knight could break through their defenses and take what is rightfully hers. Again, if we're playing most likely as a male, he's gonna say what's likely his, but once you acquire, he's going again. No, stop. Once you acquire a horse from the Havenshire stables, return it to me and I will see what can be done by transforming it into a proper death charger. Remember, it's only stealing if you're caught. Watch out for that deranged stable master Kidrick. We don't have to worry about him because there's a little catch. We don't have to go to the stables because they kind of run outside. Just kind of have to pay attention. No. Why would I even teleport? That's so useless. Like, why would I teleport to Akaris? You know? Like, I did not have any need of it. But, alright. Death's Challenge. Born in the Lich King's victory over Illidan Stormwatch in the heart of the Frozen Lands. I would really need to do some research because I was really interested. I heard about this, but I don't really know about it. But this challenge is a rite of passage that all Death Knights must undergo. Seek out other Death Knights of Akaris and challenge them to duel. They must accept and fight until victory emerges. Go now. Victory for the Scourge. Glory to the Lich King. So it really feels like you're like this servant of the Lich King. I really just love that feeling. And I've actually seen a lot of people, like, you know, the very typical memes. Are you for the Alliance or for the Horde? Some people are like, for the Scourge. Which I mean, yeah. Relatable, but today we dine in Havenshire. The Skydarkers are mindless constructs with one purpose: kill. Specifically, they are aiming to kill any man or woman that they see fleeing Havenshire for the safety of New Avalon. We simply can't allow these cowards to make it to safety and then take up arms against us. There's one slight problem. They use Serenite arrows. No. For maximal range and damage. Serenite, however, is a metal only found in Northrend, so supplies are limited. Hey, retrieve those arrows for me and I will reward you handsomely. Accept.
Suffer well.
Anyways, I really love Death Knights, and I love every single class of theirs. It's just cool. Like, how cool is it to be pretty much a anti-hero? I was called Death Knights anti-heroes, kind of similar to Demon Hunters. They're called hero classes, but I'd honestly call them anti-heroes probably, because let's challenge these guys first, because they can be a struggle sometimes if there's a lot of players playing. Are you challenging me, system? I challenge you, Death Knights.
There's work to be done.
You have challenged Death Knights.
What?
Oops.
Speak your peace.
Oh, that's interesting. Oops. But this won't take too long.
Our master's will be done.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Are you challenging me?
Leave me be.
The Lich King will see his true champion on this day. There's one cult that I really like these Death Knights saying. I'm not sure if they're going to be successful in getting it out, but if not, I'll do it. Come on. I'm sorry, this video ends up being really long. Hold on. We've recorded so far half an hour. We're definitely not even close to finishing, so I'm sorry if this video is very long, but I love the Death Knight storyline, and I hope that
Make it quick.
you might still enjoy it. But yeah.
Tomorrow.
Come on, some of my favorite quotes. Nope. Still not it. Lich King will see his true champion this day. He will. He will. Useless. You're all weak. Come here, human.
What?
I challenge you.
We are done here.
Here come the tears. That's not my favorite goal, but we have one more try after this. One more try. Let's go. Weak. Oh, there's Nork.
Get on with it.
Yeah, I am. Hold on, hold on.
Speak your peace. Suffer well.
You have challenge. No, they're not saying the quote that I want. My favorite quote that they say is, "I'm gonna tear your heart out, cupcake." That's kind of what they're saying, and I really love that quote because it's so cute. I don't know, it's cute, it's funny, quirky, whatever you want to call it. But I like that quote. It's like, it's like they're trying to flirt with you because you're a female. It's pretty funny. I love it. I love it. Love it. Alright. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this so far. If you do want to see more, do let me know, or at least maybe if you'd like to see a Demon Hunter walkthrough as well. Please comment that below as well if you'd like to see that. I'm pretty new at making this kind of video, so I don't even know how this video is going to turn out, but I mean, at least I'm trying. I kind of feel bad for these peasants because look at them. Okay, I really like killing them fast and quick because I don't want them to have a quote. Okay, good. I don't want them to say the quote. Okay, I like that we just kill them off because they're always like, no, please spare me, and they're like, I don't have this, and I actually feel bad for them. Like, I actually do feel pretty bad for having to kill them. But I mean, we're a servant of the Lich King, as you can see. Undying resolve. Watched over and protected by the Lich King. Can only occur once every 10 minutes. And the thing is that actually, if you die in the game, like as if you're doing the Death Knights starting to come here. Sorry. Sorry if the audio is loud. As you can see, he's even whispering to us. But basically, if we do die, actually, we're gonna have a Valkyr fly up to us, and they're gonna actually resurrect us. I really like that because it adds the immersion. It really does. Let's collect some Serenites. Oh wait, I didn't kill all the Crusaders. Hold on. Come here. I'm really sorry if that's loud, but I can't help it. This really shows how truly terrifying the Scourge is and how merciless they are. And the worst thing about the Scourge is that they're literally they're an undead army. So essentially, any single person who would die would only add up to their numbers. So it's like an enemy that you can't defeat, but it was defeated back in Wrath of the Lich King. Arlen the Lich King. His name is Arthas, by the way. Probably know. He's actually probably one of the most known people NPCs. Characters. In World of Warcraft. Choose Frost Deathknight because I have not played as a Frost Deathknight in quite some time. Okay. Just to show you guys how these would look like and how a Frost Deathknight would play. Dark Command is a taunt. Deathgate is going to be useful later on. Okay. I have all of our Alright. Obviously, I've already played as a Death Knight, which is why I have the Death Charger. But we always still have a quest to do it regardless. Which is still pretty cool. But I just love it. I don't know. I just love it so much. That's really edgy. I almost made it. It's like this army that's like really terrifying. Because, you know, it's like they're undead. They're literally an undead army. So any person who dies literally adds up. They're just going to be risen as a soldier of the Scourge. Whether it's going to be a ghoul or a Death Knight or whatever they're going to be, they're going to end up being part of the Scourge army. And of course, the leader of the Scourge is Arthas. And Arthas wasn't always this Lich King. Arthas Menethil. If you play Warcraft 3, you'll most likely know it. I played Warcraft 3 a little bit, but I have not done the Scourge campaign. I've only done it to the point where Arthas purges Stratholme? I always mistaken Stratholme and Shalamont because they're kind of similar to each other, but I believe Stratholme, the purging of Stratholme. And it was actually really hard to do that quest, I have to admit. I was actually really struggling. I think that's actually where it left off. I'd love to do a whole campaign on Warcraft 3, but my computer can't run it, so I'm definitely gonna wait until I can do Warcraft 3 Reforged. It'll be so cool because it actually has a lot of lore that I don't really know. I can read, of course, on Google, but you know, it's a lot more fun to actually play it. Since that's actually the origin of World of Warcraft before World of Warcraft was even in but it's still pretty fun. Please don't. Sorry, lady, but I'm a Death Knight. This is what I do for a living. Literally. Now, usually the horses will come over here, but since we still need more arrows, we're just gonna go collect them. And I do have the outline mode on here, which really, really helps. If you never know it, like I've been playing World of Warcraft for so long, but I thought this was an add-on, but it's not, so finish it. Do not take it without a fight. Girl, you didn't even fight. You just died. You did. You is dead. Bye-bye. Bye. Kill. See? But of course, Arthas in the past, he was actually a paladin, and he was just this, like everyone had hope, and I think he was actually the boyfriend of Jaina Proudmoore from like lore and everything like that from what I've seen. And of course, he just kind of discovers Frostmourne along with Uther, but you know, he actually kills his own mentor. Uther is his own mentor, but it's kind of ironic in Shadowlands. I have to know how like Uther was his mentor, and I remember watching like a whole story going on about it, about Uther and then Arthas in Shadowlands. How like Uther was like, I hope Arthas rests, and he was like, psych. It's pretty much psych, because Uther literally dunks Arthas' body, not really body, soul. He dunks Arthas' soul right into the maw, which actually kind of makes me speculate, because obviously before Shadowlands, it's like Ner'zhul was like the, I hope it's Ner'zhul, I believe it's Ner'zhul, who's like the first Lich King pretty much, and he kind of just like had his influence, because if you actually do the Legion Frost Death Knight weapon quest chain, you will actually see Ner'zhul there. So it kind of makes me speculate, and now it kind of seems, because like when I saw like that very last cutscene with Sylvanas and Anduin, it kind of looks like as if the Death Knight was a minion or a servant of the jailer himself, and Bolivar was the one who kind of was like not the very and Bolivar was the new Lich King, by the way, the good Lich King, I would say, and he is no longer technically Lich King because he's been freed with like Sylvanas destroying the hell and everything. Wait for me. Now for the true test. Can you show master over an unbound charger that grant that will let me know? Really and overtake the thing that you desire most. Of course. Into the realm of shadows. The horse you stole has been taken to the realm of shadows. It is there that my dark rider will slay the beast and raise it as a death charger. You think you're so brave enough to enter the realm of shadows and pursue the death charger. If you accept, I'll transport to the shadow world. Once there, seek out a dark rider in the open fields south of us. To emerge victorious, you must slay him, overtake his death charger, and return to Death's Breach. Issue the horseman's call should you succeed. Cool. Let's go. I like the little voice side of it. It's just so immersive, and I just love the story. It's so well done. So it's definitely kind of a little bit disappointed the new Death Knights they don't really have anything, but at the same time, it makes kind of sort of sense, because you're literally... Come here. Because you're literally a free Death Knight, no longer a servant of the Lich King, as you are in Back and Wrath the Lich King, or as an old Corey's Death Knight. But yeah, it's still pretty cool, because I kind of feel more like an anti-hero, but I mean, I gotta admit, I like Darren's voice, actually. Like, his voice and how he's just like talking is like so cool. I do feel like Death Knights are finally having the recognition they deserve, because, oh my gosh, they are finally appreciated, finally, in an expansion about death. I really wonder how we're gonna freaking save Azeroth. Like, I really just want to know. But I'm not playing it right now because I'm kind of burnt out with doing Torghast, because Torghast is a pain in the butt. It really is. You can't deny it. We'll take everything from the Death Knights. You have succeeded where most initiates fail. For that, you'll be rewarded. Okay. Obviously, we'll not be rewarded because we already have the reward. But whatever. Hey, Auron. Did your quest. The victor goes the glory, Death Knight. Well done. The Lich King looks favorably upon you this day. Yay. See, the more we cast, the more it makes me feel like we are like a true champion of Arthas. That's his name. Okay, let me just sell some stuff. Since I'm a trial, I won't be able to sell this stuff anyway, so whatever. Okay. Although, wait, hold on. Just in case, I'm gonna keep the dark black mushrooms. Okay. Okay. Where's the guy? Orthos.
Our master's will be done.
So I would dine in Havenshire. The trajectories they are firing at would have most of the arrows land at or near the Havenshire farm south of us. Here we got your 15 Serenites. arrows. Well done, done. You feel the scourge warms you with your gaze. Ah yes, you're like more astrolist. Since I have fast, then I'm gonna take the north end.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. Hey, a new ability. Oh, wait, what? Oopsie daisy. I think that's actually also changed because I believe in the past you were actually able to sell your keys, but I mean, it's okay. We have diamond business. Do you feel it? Listen, that sensation is raw power coursing through your body. Such a thing cannot exist for mortals. Because we are an immortal. The front lines are now dismantled. The gates will finish the job and prepare the grounds for Razuki's. We turn our attention now to more tactical targets. Okay.
There's work to be done.
Gothic the Harvester. Chaos. The crusade is a frenzy. They have diverted all forces outside of New Avalon to set up a blockade at Light's Point, east of here. They are desperately trying to strip the Havenshire mine of all resources and load the cargo aboard the frigates that they have docked on the coast. Let's stir things up a bit, shall we? Gothic the Harvester, Grand Necromancer of the Lich King, has graced us with his presence. He has a gift he'd like to bestow upon you, upon the Scarlet Crusade. Seek him out. Let's go.
We will have
He has a very lovely gift, by the way. A very lovely gift, which I think the Scarlet Crusaders will appreciate. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I will listen for now.
You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Wait. My apologies, Orc. Old tablets die hard. Why did I send you then? I trust you are somewhat competitive. I do have a gift for the Scarlet Dogs, one that is sure to speed up their work in the mines. The gift that keeps on giving. I have come from the frozen heart of Naxxramas to feast on souls and deliver vicious trashing upon our sworn enemies, and I am all out of souls. This device I am about to give you is the portable plague spreader. Take it east to the Havenshire mines and spread it and unleash it near the Scarlet miners working inside. Use it to turn the miners into ghouls and return to me when you have a small army at your side. I have saved a special place for them in the vacuum cleaner of souls.
Suffer well.
Suffer well, so as you can quite clearly see, Death Knights are definitely merciless. The Scourge is merciless, and I like it. Let's kill Scarlet Dog. Because, I mean, they're, let's be real here. Even though, yes, they're fighting a noble deed, but they're actually zealous and being alone. Oh, come here, yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna either be an absolute pain in the butt or very quick progress. So far we're doing good, but we'll see. Because last time I did the Death Knight starting zone, I was struggling so hard, I was really pissed off. And I was so close to giving up because this quest actually was, in the past it was very easy, but it kind of was a little bit difficult the last time I played it, so I hope we won't have to struggle again. Alright, we're doing a much better job now. Let's see. So far we have 2 ghouls. 2 or 3? 2. Okay, we have more ghouls. Let's see how much we can keep this up. Of course. That was expected. I ain't surprised. Oh no. Again? Well, but sometimes it can be definitely annoying. Okay. Let's go. Wow. Okay. We have 4. Fingers crossed that this actually works. Hello, Scarlet Miner. Join us. No. Kind of nervous. Also, do make sure to keep all your ghouls alive, because you don't want to go through this again. Wow. So, last time I did this quest, I had to kill so many Scarlet Miners. Like, I don't know, like, I just kept throwing the damn thing, and all I would get is the freaking ghosts coming at me. Like, excuse me, but it was taking so long. I was so pissed off with it, but finally it's working. I don't know if that was an issue or what. So basically, this quest, all you need to do is you need to come back to Gothic, because of course it shows here to return them, but you actually have to go back to him. I guess it's kind of obvious, but get him pit before I turn into power dash and feast. Ugh.
Make it quick.
The gift that keeps on giving. They now know the mines are no longer safe. They will double their efforts in retreating, leaving their backs open to us. An attack of opportunity. Only the Scarlet forces at New Avalon and Light's Point challenged us. The time to attack the Scarlet Fleet and Light's Point has come. The diversion at the mine has caused chaos amidst their ranks, and are frantically working to clear the area and return to their ships. The time is ripe. Prince Valor is seizing this opportunity to finish off the Scarlet Fleet and report to him at once.
Ashes to ashes.
Let's go and see Prince Valinor.
Get on with
An attack of opportunity. You have served us well, Deathknight. Few of your brethren have survived our initial attack upon the Scarlet Interlopers. You remain as one of the strongest. Prince Valinor nods. East of us, past the Havenshire mine, is the coast, called Light's Point by the Scarlet Crusade. 1,000 soldiers stand between us and their ships. Insurmountable, hardly the point. In their haste, the Crusade will make one fatal error, forgetting to check the mine cars. I think it's supposed to be carts, but okay. You are to return to Havenshire Mines, east of here, and locate the mine car that my minions have planted near the outhouse. Outhouse? Our house, oh my gosh, outhouse. Outhouse. Climb inside the mine car, and the Scarlet Miner will unwittingly see to it that you are placed safely behind enemy lines. Once aboard one of their ships, use the cannons against them. Slaughter them all. Call the Scourge Weapon from the cannon when you are ready to return. Let's go.
We are done.
Let's go and kill some Crusaders. Massacre at Light's Point. This is a pretty fun quest. I hope I don't lag a lot from this one, but this one's definitely entertaining. Where'd this come from? I better get this down to the ships for the foreman to seize it. And look at the nearby miners' reactions. Look at these guys. Wait. No? Oh. So those are actually scared. They actually react. They kind of like notice us, but this time they didn't. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but we're just going safely behind enemy lines. I hope you guys are enjoying this gameplay so far. Do please comment down below. Your faction, if you do play World of Warcraft, do you prefer Alliance or Horde or both? Personally, I do play both factions. I always have since the beginning. I joined World of Warcraft back in 2012, so I've been playing for a pretty damn long time, and I just didn't really care back then about factions. I didn't even know there was a thing like that. Like, I just played whatever I thought was cool. Like, I like Blood Elves, I like Night Elves, I like Worgen. So in my gameplays, you're gonna see both a mixture of Alliance and Horde characters, because obviously there's two sides to the story, so gotta hear them both. Alright, let's start shooting some Crusaders. Actually, the past was like such a struggle for me to do, and I have to do it twice, but I think this has been changed now. I don't really know when this was exactly changed, but as you guys can see, we're doing such a good progress. Let's just kill these guys. Get out of here. Alright, let's just try to kill these guys. There we go. We're going back. In the past, I would literally just... either I was not fast enough to kill this, but in the past I would have to do 2 cannons. but now not anymore. And now we're just safely flying back. That's Oculus right over there. Okay, let me see if I can just make the distance a little bit better. I am running on the lowest graphics so that my gameplay isn't too laggy. But as you can see, Oculus beautifully sitting there and chilling like a villain. I mean, that's actually true because technically Scourge are villains, they're evil. But yeah. So if anyone was wondering how the Scourge was stopped, to new players, or if you're not a WoW player, Arthas was eventually killed in ICC. I've done ICC quite a bunch of times, just for story purposes. Like, I didn't really try to farm for Invincible, I just didn't care about it. I do think it's cool, but I mean, some people have taken so long to farm Invincible, and I was not feeling okay. I was not feeling it. I've just done it, mostly I did it on my Death Knights, just like a retribution thing, as a revenge. I just think it really fits for like Death Knights to have like a retribution storyline pretty much. Massacre at Light's Point. The entire Scarlet Fleet wiped out in a matter of minutes. I will receive a commendation from the Lich King for this. All that remains of the Scarlet Crusade now are the denizens of New Babylon. I will set the Firestarters and Necromancers upon Havenshire immediately. You will carry my report to the High Lord. Prince Valnar hands you a sealed scroll. This is the full report of our victory at Death's Bridge. You are to deliver this to High Lord Morgreen and Saint Ocarus. I have made sure to include your heroics in the report. Morgreen will undoubtedly reward you greatly for this victory. Go now. So, as I was questing in Shadowlands, and for anyone wondering, I did play as a Maldraxian, and chose Maldraxxus, and I also chose Venthyr, just because I just really like those two. Like, no offense, like Bastion and Ardenweald are beautiful. Like, they're so beautiful, but story-wise, I enjoy Maldraxxus and Venthyr so much. Oh, not Venthyr. What are they called? Maldraxxus and Revendreth. They're really cool, but Necrolords and Venthyr are just like the coolest. I almost forgot their names, but I just think they're the coolest. And their gear is really cool. The storyline is very cool. And yeah, I don't know, I just got burned out because having to farm Renown with them was just such an annoying time when I'm someone that has so many alts. It was just difficult, and yeah, but I do really like it. And one of the biggest things I really loved and I was not expecting was actually that Morgryn got reunited with his dad, Alexandros Morgryn, the Ashbringer. Like, I was so surprised and happy because, like, oh my gosh, finally, like, Darian and his dad finally got reunited. Like, so good. It's so good. I was not expecting that. I was so happy when I saw it. That's not the only reunion. The other reunion was, of course, Ysera. I cried so many times during that questline because how can you not? We literally got to play as Ysera, the corrupted Ysera attacking us. Like, back in Legion I cried so much, and I'm not the only one who did. I definitely know that some people said it's like one of the saddest deaths in cutscenes in all of World of Warcraft. And of course, to see Sarah being brought back to life was just, it made me so happy. So Shadowlands definitely brought me a lot of happiness, but I am definitely wondering the fate of Anduin and what Sylvanas is gonna do, because that last cutscene was a little interesting. But anyways, victory at Death's Breach. I was certain you wouldn't make it back here in one piece, Death Knight. Perhaps there is more to you than I first missed. Can I actually Can I actually read this? No. So it's sealed, but okay. Helen Morgan reads over the report. The entire Scarlet Fleet? Helen Morgan nods. Such power. I have not seen such a display of domination in years, since my father wielded. It's not important. Don't worry, Darian. Just wait. In Shadowlands, you'll see your father again. I was so happy. Yes, your commendation, lest I forget. Aw, yeah, got some gear. Okay, put that on. It is the will of the Lich King that drives us onward. None are more aware of this than Death Knights. Our very existence is instinct in interest. Oh my gosh, intrinsically tied to his consciousness. Surely you've heard him speak to you, invading your thoughts. Of course I would kill you. I think it would. Is this the Lich King talking to us? I wonder. I don't know. Can you hear him now? Perhaps it is too early for you. Morgan closes his eyes and nods to an unseen host. Yes, my lord. It will be done. You are to return to Death's Breach and report to Prince Valinar. The Lich King commands it.
By his command.
And even Lich King himself says, your will is not your own, but obviously Death Knights don't have a choice. Hold on, I'm just gonna go. Can I sell it? I can't sell any of my gear. That's really interesting. Can I sell one weapon? I can sell my weapon, but I can't sell my gear. Interesting. But yeah. Let's go and continue the storyline. I'm really sorry if this is long, but like, I like taking my time when it comes to questing. I am trying to do this as fast as I can, but at the same time, I'm reading. In my previous videos, I would leave like a few seconds just so that people who want to read the story would just pause the video. So I hope that, but at the same time, I gotta notice that maybe the fonts with LBUI are difficult, so I hope that at least with the storyline add-on that does like this, I hope it's a lot easier and a lot better to read. I hope so. The Will of the Lich King. Havenshire is ours. 1,000 corpses litter the ground, patiently awaiting rebirth. We strike now at our enemy with the awakened strength of the Scourge. The schools have schools. Oh my gosh. The ghouls have already begun their assault upon New Avalon. Our forces have moved in behind them and taken the Crypt of Remembrance. Get your reward. Right. The Crypt of Remembrance. The attacks upon the gates of the last Scarlet Bastion have begun. Bastion. Our ghouls are wearing the Crusades front lines. Wearing the Crusades front lines down while we labor to fortify our new forward base, the Crypt of Remembrance. Enter south to the crypt, which borders New Avalon, and report to my dear brother, Prince Kelissa. He'll be expecting you. Prepare yourself, you are about to witness the next. No! Don't. Stay still, dude. You're about to witness the next stage of Scourge warfare. Domination. Ooh. Right now, definitely. If we're doing domination, then are like the troops submissive? Just joking. Just kidding. Yeah, this is so awesome because you can finally walk in peace. Hey, Gothic the Harvester. Oh, he's already walking here. That's pretty cool. Just look how like they're moving, how everyone's just dead and there's like corpses everywhere. It's so like, ugh. I'm going to go here first. These undead hounds are pretty cool. But anyways.
Yes.
It might look like an ordinary pumpkin patch now, but once the plague cauldron is placed, it will become a source of disease, rotten plague. Look at this pumpkin patch. The plague bringer's request. Look at this pumpkin patch. Notice anything missing? Of course you don't, because you're a moron. Your brain was probably the first thing to die. How rude. I don't like this guy because he's so rude, but I'm just kidding. I have been commanded to put together the plague cauldron. You will help me. Directly inside the gate of New Avalon is the inn. Enter the inn and steal an empty cauldron. Then go to the forge, also near the gate, and steal some iron chains. Bring those back to me to get along with 10 Crusader skulls. Do I need to tell you where to get those too? Sorry, he's just so sarcastic that I had to impersonate him. Because he's just so sarcastic. Or like the weeb. He's like, you're a moron, or everything like that. I'm like, ugh. I just want to roll my eyes. Actually, if there would be an emoji for my mood, probably it would be an eye roll because
I will listen.
So awful. Alright, Crypt of Remembrance. Hail, gentlemen. I am the Bloodlord Kelissa, ruler of the southeastern reaches of Northland. The Lich King has sought to utilize my talents in ending this mortal affront for the Scourged. As with all things, the Lich King asks of me, I'm happy to oblige. Of course, a sea of endless souls to sate my thirst, certainly sweet and deal, don't you think? He's 100% Sand Lane, just like his brother Valinor. And Sand Lane are pretty much vampires. Pretty much like blood elf vampires, although he doesn't look like a buff, but they're vampires, okay? Excluding the Venthyr. They're vampires. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Nothing less than total annihilation will suffice. To that end, a few hundred mindless ghouls assaulting the front gate of New Avalon will not do. We must infiltrate the inner sanctum and dispose of their officials. They must be shown that no one can escape the Scourge grasp. Make your way to the New Avalon Town Hall, southeast of here, and assassinate the mayor. Search the building for New Avalon registry and bring it to me. Okay?
Leave me be.
Will do.
My
Lamb's
task is done.
someone completed the quest because he only says that after you complete the Playbringer's request quest. Playbringer's request quest. Say that 100 times. Playbringer's request quest. Playbringer's request quest. Oh my gosh. That's a tongue twister. Lambs to the slaughter. Most humans would have fled the moment a Scourge necropolis took upon the residents in the airspace. Not the Scarlet Crusade. I must confess, I rather enjoy our exchanges with the Crusade. Through the years, the Scourge battles against them have resulted in several of the most tragic events in human history. Yet here we stand, again, locked in battle. We shan't deny them the pleasures of eternal servitude to the Lich King. Enter New Avalon and fulfill their death wish. Leave no survivors. Of course. 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna check. Oh my gosh, we've been recording for an hour. Oh my god. I don't know if anyone's still watching this video. If you are, wow. Like, I command you. Because, oh my gosh. Obviously, there's even longer videos. I don't really like wanting to make long videos. That's why my Morgan introduction questline, I simply broke it down to several pieces. But I just feel like definitely don't really have. They just have this one quest chain that can be done in around an hour or so. Same as Demon Hunters. Okay, warning. I'm sorry, but there's gonna be some screaming in this part. Okay, so you were warned. I cannot shut them up because until they die. Okay. Well, someone clearly already killed them for me, so I have an easier job at collecting items. Oh, and by the way, if you're still watching this, do please comment down below what your... Yeah, this is why I warned you guys. So that's because this is very loud and stuff. But, oh well. You can feel the terror. The terror of being a Death Knight. Of being a servant of the Scourge. It's truly terrifying. But in this part of the storyline, we are a servant of the Scourge. How did you come up here? Where did you come from? You just teleport. Those people are talking to him. This is so cool. So anyways, as I was saying, if anyone is still watching, and whether you play Alliance or Horde, or both, whatever it is, do please comment down below your faction and what your favorite race is, or races. It can be core races, it can be allied races, whatever you like. I don't judge you. Whatever you like is whatever you like. Now I have to assume majority of the races. There are a few that I don't that much enjoy, but I do play for the most part. I do play almost every single race. So, and I gotta admit, Orcs is probably one of the hottest races in Gamma. So I was sure. Let's talk a little bit about that. On the Alliance side, my very first character actually was an Alliance character, and it was an Night Elf Hunter. I started World of Warcraft back in 2012, which comment down below as well, when did you start World of Warcraft? But an ex-friend introduced it to me, and the moment I saw the character creation screen, and the moment I saw Night Elf, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to play a Night Elf. I need to play a Night Elf, because it just looked like a, they looked like the Navi from Avatar, so I felt like a Neytiri, and I think I can actually name my character Neytiri, which I know it's so cringy, like I cringe remembering it, but I mean, back then, that's what I thought. So back then I didn't really realize things about, back then I didn't really realize things, care about factions and everything. I just played a Night Elf because that just was the best for me. Then I saw Worgen and oh my god, I just cringe thinking about it, and I'm really sorry that you're gonna cringe at this too. Those of you who have played WoW, especially if you've played as a Worgen. Look at this. It's actually the past did not happen, but this is definitely something new. Oh fuck, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. GG. Did I survive that? Let's just kill her if I can. I hope I can. And let's hope that I can heal. Please forget about me. Please forget about me. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, there we go. Whew. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna die. Let me heal, Jesus. I just want to heal. That's all I can do. Okay. We're gonna heal in peace now. But so I first made a Worgen because of course I love vampires, I love werewolves. I'm a supernatural fan. I really love it. So of course I want to play a Worgen. And as you guys close off in my Worgen storyline, you do not become a Worgen the moment you make one, with an exception. I actually wanted to make my very first video and escape from Gilmanis, but apparently I found out that you cannot do that anymore, which kind of makes sense because we have Exile's Reach now. Exile's Reach is a new starting zone for core races. If you're not a Death Knight or a Demon Hunter, you can choose to start in Exile's Reach. So if I'm playing a Worgen, Human, Night Elf, Gnome, Dwarven, Janai, for the Horde Orc, Trolls, Dwarven, oh no, Trolls, Dwarven, Goblin, oh no, they're coming here. Trolls, Dwarven, Tauren, Goblins, Orcs. I think I may have forgotten one. I'm sorry if I did, I just don't remember right now, but if you play these races, you can actually choose to start in Exile's Reach, which if you start a Worgen, you obviously already have the ability to transform into a Worgen without doing the storyline, because Gilneas essentially tells the story how you become a Worgen. So, oh no, I forgot. Oh, forgetty, oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm a dumbass. I forgot. We need a new Avalon registry. Oh no, I forgot. Kumbi is definitely gonna be back. Yep. Hello, Kumbi. We're just gonna kill you again. Whatever. I want that monster. I forgot. You wanna die too, huh? Huh? Yeah, he wants to die. So, and I made a Worgen, and I was so disappointed that I could not be a Worgen, so I just did the stupidest thing ever. So I was playing on my Night Elf Hunter. Okay. And I ended up going to Darnassus. I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? I'm sorry. I never knew how to pronounce that. Hey, my goodness. So I never knew how to pronounce that, but Darnassus, I'm pretty sure. No, not Darnassus, what am I saying? Oh my gosh. Lordanel, oh my gosh. I also pronounce Lordanel as Lordanel because, again, I did not know how to pronounce that word. And I basically saw this, like, Worgen couple. They're pretty much, you know, RP. We were doing some RP, or couples playing whatever. I don't care. Friends, couples, I don't know what it was, but I saw two Worgen. Male and female, of course. And I literally walk up to them and I asked them, how did you become a Worgen? Like, I literally asked them, How can you become a working? Oh my gosh, I still cringe at this. Um, remove all the points, yes. Okay. I literally cringe just remembering it because seriously, what the heck? Seriously, what the heck? But yeah, I was just dumb and I didn't really realize things back then. I've learned a lot over the years. Okay. Come on. Figure the request. Have you gathered the materials I requested? Yes, I did. Empty cauldron. The perfect size for a clay cauldron. Some skulls and have iron chain, a little rusted but still quite strong. Perfect. Now give me a moment to get things set up. Okay.
My task is done.
My cauldron is ready to begin spewing its foul corruption across the land. Now, definitely, a brief lesson on cauldrons. The gas that cauldron emits is deadly to the living, but empowers Scourge. As with all Scourge creations, it feeds off death and grows stronger the longer it feeds. Take the Crusader skulls and drop them in the cauldron. You will be quite happy with the results, because we're going to have this healing.
Ashes to ashes.
We're going to basically have like a health potion. Let's go. Play cauldron stands idle. Not special brew. Alright. The play cauldron jumps to life when the skulls are placed inside. After a few seconds, some vials of dark liquid float to the top. Could do that again. Play cauldron. The play cauldron bubbles and churns its toxic brew, spewing thick gas all around. Do you have more Crusader skulls to place inside? Yes, I do. The play cauldron jumps. We already heard that. After a few seconds. Blah blah. We already heard that. Alright. As you can see, I don't have enough Crusader skulls. I just got what we needed. I also need to fix my gear and sell some stuff that I have. So we're gonna do that in a second. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie whoopsie daisy. But anyways. So do please comment down below what your very first character was. And what are your favorite races? Mine, for the Alliance side, I love Night Elves, Draenei, and Worgen. They're just, I love them so much. And on the Horde side, I love Orcs, Forsaken, Goblins. Oh my gosh, the Goblins are just so pretty. Like the Goblin females, the model update, they're so freaking beautiful and pretty. And I have a Goblin Rogue on this character. And it's just so freaking cool. Like, oh my gosh. Ugh, I love them so much. And Trolls, actually. The Troll females also look really beautiful now, and they look really cool with the current update. Character customization. Oh, I'm just in love with the World of Warcraft right now with what they've updated, but yeah. Lamps and Slaughter. You're quite effective with that blade. Perhaps Lich King permitting you would be interested in becoming one of my minions. Southholm is looking for a new mayor. If I could, I would agree. But unfortunately I cannot. Unfortunately.
Yes.
There's nowhere to run. The registry will tell us many things about the scarlet insects. Kellenset flips through the pages of the registry. Death rates, births, but most importantly, movement. Look here. They have already sent 3 vessels abroad. Let me see here. Where are they headed? Kellenset mutters something about latitude and longitude under his breath as he calculates the route. What? This is impossible. They sailed to Northrend. Beside the coordinate are the words Crimson Dawn. In my travels, how to win friends and influence enemies. In my travels across this world, I made several. This is sarcasm. Okay, this is sarcasm. In my travels across this world, I have made several interesting discoveries. For instance, did you know that with the proper amount of encouragement, one can extract all the truths that a man dares hide? As luck would have it, I happen to have some encouragement on hand. I'll pull something out of an ordinary jewel box. These are my persuaders. Equip them and take to the field. Death Knights. Apply the pointy ends, and soldiers of New Avalon discover the truth about this Crimson Dawn.
Tomorrow is
So he called them. Hold on. With the proper amount of encouragement. I'm pretty sure you guys know the meme that says, you know the song of Selena Gomez, Kill Them with Kindness. So someone made a meme saying, get a sword, call it kindness, and kill people with kindness. So this is pretty much the same thing. They call it encouragement. Proper encouragement. Get yourself a weapon. Call it encouragement. Use encouragement on people. Encourage people to reveal some truth. What? I can't spell that. It's kind of stupidity, but okay. That's kind of stupidity, but it's fine. Oh. Okay. Let's sell this. Let's destroy this because we can't sell it. So no. We have these weapons. As you can see, we have. Oh, sorry. As you can see, we have a two-hand. This is also different because in the past, all you would have is these two-handed weapons. These two-handed persuaders. As you can see, this is called a persuader, and then the persuader as well. This one, but that one's a two-hand weapon, just in case if you're playing a different class. Because I am a frost stepper, I can actually equip both of them. I can actually equip this one as well if I want to, but just because he does say persuaders and use the ends, we just talk about using both of them. Now this quest in the past was such a pain in the butt, so we're gonna see how it's gonna work today, because I have no idea. Let's see. Just in case if we are successful, well, either way I'll talk about why this quest was such a struggle for me in the past. I'm gonna let the player do whatever they need to do, but... Oh, come on. Oh, never mind. That guy is definitely gonna come here. Okay. This quest can definitely take a little bit of time to do because usually they're just like laugh at you. See, there's only one way you know if they actually will tell you is because the moment you hit them, they just stop. You just stop and they turn orange. That's when you know. That's pretty much when you know that you're successful. Where's that person? Okay. Come here. Target is half. See, you didn't react. I mean, he wasn't talking anyway, so whatever. Whoops. I promise that was an accident. Oh my god. He wasn't talking anyways. I'm sorry, that was funny. It actually made me laugh my ass. Okay. Will you finally talk? Yeah, I go tired of the game. Same. Come on. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Okay, I'm gonna but anyways, this ball gonna take a little bit because we're getting close to the ending. If anyone's wondering, we are getting close to the ending. But expect another probably 15 minutes. Oops. Nope, still not it. Oops. Still not it, dude. Come on. Where are they? Come here, yellow lady. Come here. Just say it. This is why I told you guys it can take a bit. Because most of it is gonna like make fun of you. In the past it was a struggle, but at the same time, when I kinda did this back in BFA, actually one time I attacked and they instantly just told me the truth. This is definitely a very random interaction. Like, sometimes you'll succeed, sometimes you won't. It really depends. So yeah, as you can see, I'm definitely not the only player who's doing this quest, which is why we're not gonna find that many Scarlet Crusaders right now. But come here, do this for me. Still not saying it. But annoying. See, we use Death Grip, but or use it. Come on! Just tell me. Still a no. Oh, oops. Oops, daisy. Oh, finally a Crusader, come on. Just tell me the truth, come on. You took my last good tabard. Wait, are these supposed to be hot? I mean, they look like they're hot, but... Ow. Come on, just tell me the truth already, dude. Seriously, there was a little, just tell me the truth. And it'll be done. That's kind of the most annoying quest that I had to do because it would just take so long to complete it until these guys would tell the truth. Like, come on. Just like literally just making fun of you. That's why they're really annoying, because they're just gonna make fun of you. They're like, yeah, keep on doing it, or telling you you're weak. Crimson, what? Ha. Definitely one of the most annoying quests of a Death Knight, I have to admit. But just come on, tell me the truth already. Finally! I'll tell you everything. Stop, please. We have only been told that the Crimson Dawn is an awakening. You see, the light speaks. What? The light speaks to the High General. It is the light. The light that guides us. This moment was set in motion before you came. Hold on. Let me read. This movement was set in motion before you came. We do as we're told. It is what must be done. I know very little else. The High General chooses who may go and what must stay behind. There's nothing else. You must believe me. Lies. The pain you're about to endure will be talked about for years to come. No, please. There's more thing that I forgot to mention. A courier comes soon from Heartland. And the preacher died. Dies from the torture. Poor guy. But I mean, he helped us out a little bit. I still have the one of the pursuers. Sorry, girlie, even if the pursuers are a lot better weapons, but you can't keep them. I don't know if you can actually have a weapon like that in the game. I don't know. I never paid attention.
Make it quick.
Anyways, an awakening? What nonsense do you speak, girl? What kind of fool would deliver their people into the very heart of the frozen wastes? Perhaps, though. The square holds the answer. I have sent Orbas, Zara, and Colterra behind the enemy lines to search for the courier. They've set up a base of operations at the Scarlet Tavern, located at the southern end of the New Avalon. The tavern is tucked away behind the two orchards. Orchards? Adjacent to the Chapel of the Crimson Flame, you are to make your way to the tavern and report to Orbas Bloodbane. He will update you on their situation. Okay. Behind Scarlet Lines. I forgot. I always forget to read the quests. I'm sorry. Can I sell this? Yes, I can. Ooh, we can have more skulls. Let's go. Let's get more of these health potions. Also my gear. Also me fix my gear. I always make sure to fix my gear because you don't want to go fighting with the broken set. Let's go to the cauldron because we have 21. 10? Wait, do we have 10? I thought it was 21. Oh no, we have 21 skulls. So let's we need 20 for 1, for 5 brews. Play cauldron bubbles and churns toxic brew spewing thick gas all around. Do you have more reserve skulls? Yes, we do. Throw in 20. The big cauldron jumps to life when the skulls are placed inside. After a few seconds, the plague cauldron glances into the dark and frothy splendor of North's special brew. Okay, now I can go. So we're definitely going to the ending. That's a quest I can't do because it's spam mail and I'm a trial, so I cannot check the mailbox. And you're just gonna have a very annoying icon here that's just gonna bother you because I'm a trial account. So we're not gonna look at it. Just but for anyone wondering, we are getting close to the ending. So this video is so far 1 hour and almost 1 hour and 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry, but I can't help it. This type of quest line is not gonna be done in half an hour because I'm not that fast. I'm also reading the quests for y'all, so. And for myself, because I actually usually skip quests because I just know what to do anyways, because I've done this so many times. Come here. And let me show you the way. Oh wow, actually two of them attacked. Unless that was the guy who was walking. But Coolios. I actually don't remember if I even had an orc death knight in general, but no, I was not followed. Behind Scarlet Lines. Looks like we'll let anyone into the Dark Order these days. But I was given the gift, things are different. Much different. As to this courier. Okay. The path of the righteous crusader. I haven't got a damn clue about when or where this courier is supposed to show up. None of these humans had an answer either. Our best points to the scarlet corpses strewn across the floor. I did manage to beat something useful out of the last one. Inside the scarlet hole they keep give a schedule of all patrol routes. I wanted to break into the hold and steal the schedule. The hold is the largest building you have on the northeast. Of course I know the hold.
We will ravage this land. You need something.
Brothers in death. Breaking through the Scarlet Lines was no easy task. We suffered many casualties during the assault and lost one of our best death knights, Coltira Deathweaver. I don't know whether he's dead or alive, but I'll be damned if we don't search for him. I last saw him being bound in the irons and dragged away to the Scarlet Hold, northeast of here. Tear that keep us sunder, Death Knight. Find Coltira. Of course.
Leave me.
And look at this. Wait. We're supposed to have a contact there. He says, why do you care, Thazarian? In life we're hated enemies. Yes, this is true. But in death we are children of this damned, the orphan sons and the daughters of the Scourge. In death we are brothers. To hell with you, Thazarian. So, Orbaz does say that he's like, you know, why do you care? Besides, he is a blood elf. And of course he says, and Thazarian would say that, what? That he's a blood elf, and then the lines that he said. You know, just filling in on the details because even when I was doing the Worgen storyline, some parts weren't told. So, just reading out there for y'all. Because again, I've done this so many times, it's so simple, eerie, like 3, 2, 1. Ooh. And some of these crusaders have been awesome. Thank you. Oh, damn, someone. You good? Good. We're not going there, we're going up there first to get the new Avalon patrol schedule because it's a lot easier. It kind of sort of helps you have more players playing because they kind of help you clear out the area a lot easier and a lot faster. So. Let's take a look at the spells that I got because we got some new spells. Oops, let's look at the Galway's Dead, Anti-Magic Shell, and Chains of Ice. And that's all. Okay. What time am I? I'd love to really unlock talent. That's maybe a little bit good and useful. Now let's go and kill Mr. Roderick. These knockbacks are definitely still bad. but he's dead. He as good as dead. Alright, we got the Naval patrol schedule, and then I say a gold digger. I don't know, you can do whatever you want to do in this quest, in the specific series of quests, but this is just what I do. So, wherever someone is doing the quest. Oh no, he's gonna get killed before I even finish the quest, but...
I shall soon.
Other than death, you were foolish in coming here after my fail. I should have been left for dead. Now two of us might be killed. Coltera shakes his head. We were definitely the scourge. This flies in the face of the Dark Brotherhood's covenants. Azarian, you blasted fool! Bloody breakout. The alarms have been sounded. The High Inquisitor and his acolytes will be here soon. Okay. You need to wait for him to spawn. So he will usually spawn here, but of course because this player just completed, that's why this is like this. Come on. If y'all are still watching, honestly, respects to you because this is definitely a long video. This is definitely a long video, but we're getting close to the ending in a little bit. We just need to wait. I hope he freaking spawns. Like, I freaking hope so because, dude. I'm just gonna roll for a quick second. It might take a little bit for him to actually show up because obviously we just went to, someone just did the quest. Well, what do you know? He's right.
What is your desire?
The alarms have been sounded. The High Inquisitor and his bloody breakout. Acolytes will be here soon. I'm too badly injured to be much of use, but I'll do what little I can do to help. Save the High Inquisitor and his cronies. Tear off his head and return with it to Zarin. Vengeance will soothe the savage soul. One more thing. If you do manage to survive it and make it back to Zarin, tell them that they're executing prisoners at the chapel. Perhaps I'll send you there to play the hero once more.
That alone cannot stop
Damn the
us.
crusade. I think my ribs are broken. I might be bleeding internally. I can still bleed as a death knight. I need to get my room linen armor. Just need a little more time. Acolytes, chain them and prepare them for questioning. I'm still weak, but I think I can get an anti-magic barrier up. Stay inside or you'll be destroyed by their spells. Maintaining this barrier will require all my concentration. Kill them all. Okay. Peace and quiet, just how I like it. There are more coming. Defend yourself. Don't fall out of the anti-magic field. They'll tear you apart without its protection. Let's go. Wait, where's my... Oh, he's gone. No, he's still here. What is that buff on him? Why is he running? Why is he running away? Okay. Scourge filled by the likely cleanse. I can't keep this barrier up much longer. Where's that coward? The crusade will purge your kind from this world. He's still here. Where is my freaking minion? There he is. Oh my gosh, really? Really? That was so annoying. Time Wizard comes. Be ready, Death Knight. Put this on him. Oh my gosh, I did not get to read it. Okay, we're gonna read what he said because, oh my gosh. Dude, how many did you summon? You good? Come on. Why is he... Oh. Okay, let's read the freaking quest, what they said, the dialogue, because this was going a little too fast. Alright. High Inquisitor comes, be ready to fight. Do not let him draw you out of the protective bounds of my anti-magic shield. Sorry. Can't read. Of my anti-magic field. Kill him and take his head. It seems I'll have to deal with you myself. The High Inquisitor comes for you, Scourge. You have come seeking deliverance. I have come to deliver. Stand your ground. Use my anti-magic bearer to dampen their spells. Light purge you. Stay in the anti-magic field. Come to me. Coward. The High Inquisitor remains false to them. Death to the High Inquisitor of New Avalon will not go anywhere. You need to get out of here at once. Go before more of them show up. I'll be fine on there. I'll draw their fire and you make their escape behind me. Your High Inquisitor is nothing more than a pile of meat crusaders. There are none beyond the grasp of the Scourge. Okay. Speak to this guy first. The path of the righteous crusader. Tear the hold apart. The schedule is there. Okay. Our best flips to the schedule. These worthless cretins have been busy. Northern patrol routes, southern patrol routes, western patrol routes, eastern patrol routes. But nothing about the courier routes. Wait a minute, what's this? It looks like a western patrol route coming out of the western plaguelands. This patrol will pass through here today. I'm going to need time to plan.
Ashes to ashes.
That's why we need to talk to Tazarian after this guy first and then Tazarian. Bloody breakout. What if Goltira? Valroth's head. I'll feed this monster's head to the ghouls. Tazarian tosses the head into the backfield. Did Goltira make it out? Tazarian pauses. I'm certain he did. Those walls can't hold him. Time for some payback. The cry for vengeance must be heard. Commander, Plaguefist and a company of Death Knights are on their way to raise the chapel of the Criminal Flame. If there are any Death Knights in prison at the chapel, Plaguefist will get them out. Gets the catch up to finish first. The chaplains do rest of here.
Another time.
Okay. Let's go. Got some gear. We're definitely going to the ending of this storyline if anyone wants to know. So. It won't take too long. It won't take too long. Alright, we're here, and this is probably one of my favorite parts in the Death Knight story because we're finally gonna have a bit of lore to our race.
I will listen for now.
Cry for vengeance. They're only flesh and bone, no match for the Scourge. We didn't find any of our brothers, but we did stumble upon something special. We got here, tore the place apart, and headed toward the prison house. We weren't expecting what we found in there. Seems the Crusades have been real busy. That whole thing is full of Argent Dawn prisoners. Most of them were already dead by the time we arrived, but a few of us were still breathing. I was about to go in there and execute the rest of them, but I think you should have the honors. In particular, there's a real feisty orc in there that I think you'll have to take great pleasure in executing. See, this is a little lore that they have. A special surprise. That's what the quest is called. So, let's go on here, and there's our lovely orc. We're gonna have a bit of lore, the orc lore. Come to finish the job, have you? I want to die like an orc. I'd recognize that face anywhere. What have they done to you? You don't remember me, do you? Blasted Scourge. They've tried to drain you of everything that made you a righteous force of reckoning. Every last ounce of good, everything that made you an orc. Think back. Try to remember Durathar's sister. Remember the sacrifices our heroes made so that we could be free of the blood curse. Harken back to the Valley of Trials, where we were... Hold on. Where we were born into a world without demonic influence. We found the splendor of life. Together. This isn't you. You were a champion of the Horde once. Listen to me. You must fight against Lich King's control. He is a monster that wants to see this world, our world, in ruin. Don't let him use you use you to accomplish his goals. You were once a hero and can be again. Fight, damn you. Fight his control. Okay, we're just gonna kill him because that's the goal. What's going on in there? What's taking so long? There's no more time for me. I'm done for. Finish me off. Do it or they'll kill us both. For the Horde, this world is worth saving. Do it. Put me out of my misery. So as you guys can clearly see, this entire area is full of races that you can play as a Death Knight. So as you can see, you have humans, Forsaken, Trolls, Orc was here, then we have Dwarven, Worgen, Blood Elf, Janai, Goblin, Gnomes, Night Elves, and Tauren. We have every single race that can be an old Death Knight. So, and what the Orc was talking about was that actually Orcs, they were, the original homeland is, I believe, Draenor or Outland. I don't remember. It's between Outland and Draenor, one of these worlds. I'm sorry I'm not that good with lore, but it's in one of these worlds, and they actually drank the blood, and we have the Maghar Orcs, which is an allied race now, the uncorrupted Orcs. But the Orc that I'm playing is, of course, the corrupted one with the green skin, because they actually drank the blood of the demons, but they were freed from, like, the corruption, but, you know, they were still tainted. Just like their skin and everything, so that's what he was talking about. And obviously the Orcs are pretty much the whole, like, the main, like the main establishment of the Horde. A special surprise. Felt good, didn't it? You're not one of them anymore. You're a Scourge. You're one of us. Forever. A Sword of Homecoming. Return to the Zarian at the Scarlet Tavern and let him know that Koltyr's cry for vengeance has been answered. The Chapel of the Crimson's Flame will be a pile of ashes in a matter of hours. You're one cold-blooded monster. I salute you, sister. I actually like that glow up. As you guys can see, this is like a little, it's like a little breakthrough for us. It's like we're fighting through, and we're actually really close to finishing. We have only a few quests left. Just gonna try to avoid getting caught by this guy because I really don't want unnecessary combat. Just want to finish this quest chain as soon as we can. Hey, Thazaran.
Get on with it.
Another Scourge Sword of Homecoming. Another Scourge victory. These Scarlet Dogs have nowhere left to run and hide. It's only a matter of time now.
We are done.
Okay. And Orbaz now has something to tell us.
You need something?
Ambush at the Overlook. While you were out burning churches and murdering vermin, I've been busy formulating a plan. The Scarlet Courier is scheduled... ambush at the Overlook. The Scarlet Courier is scheduled to pass by the Scarlet Overlook within the hour. The roads by the Overlook are wide open and swarming with Crusaders. Use this makeshift cover. Hide at the Overlook and wait for the Scarlet Courier to pass. When he is close enough, strike with all your fury. Cut him down and take his belongings, including his clothes. The Overlook is 20 paces east of here.
There's work to be done.
Let's go. Please don't attack me. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. While we're out here, I forgot to choose my talents. Let's choose... I don't really know. I think I'm going to choose Inexorable Assault. But let's just go here, do this. And we'll have only a few more. We have, I believe, 3 quests left. Well, at least for this part of the storyline. Herm, what a strange tree. I must investigate. That is so silly. What's this? This isn't a tree at all. God. I'm really sorry if this is cringy, but I can't help it. It's fun. Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go back. Let's go back. So as you can see with the storyline so far, we're definitely starting to see a little breakthroughs, like these other races are like trying to influence us to make us remember that we are human. Well, not human. We have our humanity-ish. We're an orc, but you know, like, we're an orc, not a mindless member of the Scourge. Ambush at the Overlook. You're going to miss the this one's actually very funny. Listen to this. You're going to miss the courier, and then I'm going to be forced to kill you. By forced, I mean I will take great pleasure in ending your life. Hurry up! Sorry. Oh, okay. We can read this. Hold on, we can still read this. Hi, General. The armies of Harkland and Tirisfal are less than a day's fight upon... Why did you do that? Why did you do that? So stupid. But... Hi, General. The armies of Harkland... Scarlet Courier's message. Hi, General. The armies of Harkland and Tirisfal are less than a day's ride from New Avalon. We ride with the light shining upon our backs and the wind at our heels. Soon the Scourge will have a contend with the full might of the Scarlet Crusade. Light bless you. High Commander Galar Pureblood. I don't actually know who he is, but we do know someone. Alright, let's just skip this. Orbaz reads the message. The armies of Harkon Terrasol will be marching into massacre. Orbaz smiles. Now for the second part of the plan, you're going to deliver this message right into the hands of High General Abundus. That's what the codes are for. A meeting with fate. This message must reach Abundus. We do not want to draw their suspicion. They must continue under the assumption that everything is going as they planned. You will don the Scarlet Courier's clothes and with the help of some dark magic take on the forms of the courier. Black magic. Abundus is at King's Harbor southeast of the Scarlet Overlook. Drop off the message and get as much information out of her as you can. She will tell us what we need to know about the Crimson Dawn. Of course.
We will ravage this land.
Speaking of, okay, so now we don't have to worry because these guards are not going to attack us because we look like a crusader, which is nice. It's nice for once. And we have approximately 3 quests left. 4 quests left. Complete, it won't be done. So, without further ado, let's go. So, we're gonna meet High General Abundus, and actually, fun fact, well, also a spoiler, but if you're crossing Dragonblight, I'm not exactly sure about the Horde side, because again, I've done this on the Alliance side. I hope that the Horde also got to do this, but whenever you're questing in Dragonblight, before you go to Wrathgate, one of your quests, actually you have to go and kill Abundus herself. You actually have to go and kill Abundus. So it just shows that the Scarlet Crusade is actually evil, but yeah, so.
Well met.
Wait, where have you been? You're 2 hours late. We were to send a courier out to the High Commander. High General Abundus reads the message. Damn it. The armies of Harkon and Terrasol must not reach New Avalon. The Scourge will slaughter them all. Listen well, courier. The Scarlands are lost. New Avalon and Havenshire are overrun by Scourge. The specter of death looms over the Scarlet Onslaught emerges. Listen well, courier. The Scarlands are lost. New Avalon and Havenshire are overrun by Scourge. The specter of death looms overhead and threatens to overtake us at any moment. Return to Galvar with this message. Turn your armies around, prepare your ships for travel to the frozen woods. When next we meet, it will be in Northrend. Give this to Galvar. Abundus hands you a journal. It will explain everything. The Scarlet Crusade is no more. Long live the Scarlet Onslaught. Of course. Heck yeah. Let's go. Alright. And of course, we're not going to deliver this to Mr. Galvar, because we're going to kill the friggin' Scarlet Crusaders, because of course that's what the Scourge do. That's all about the Scourge. And their everlasting war with the Scarlet Crusade and obviously everybody else. So that kind of leads me to the question, like, so was the Lich King a minion of the Jailer? Like, was he just a pawn of the Jailer? Because that's kind of what it looked like. Looks like it. Because the Maw, like the entire power of Frostmourne, before it was not seen on Azeroth. So, like, what will happen to the Death Knights and everything? Like, I really want to know how this expansion is going to end because it's really interesting. The Scarlet Onslaught emerges. Orbaz laughs. What is this? Some child's coloring book? Orbaz flips to the journal. What rubbish. This is the Crimson Dawn? They sail to their deaths. Let us turn our forces to the encroaching armies. We must prepare, Scarlet armies approach. We must prepare for the encroaching armies. You'll take what you discover to High Lord Morgan at once. I'll open a portal directly to Ocarus. A step inside will transport you. Give High Lord Morgan Abundus's journal as well. Perhaps he'll find it useful. Of course.
Tomorrow is another day.
Make me that damn portal. Make haste. Use the portal. Right with ya. Alright, we're back. Hello, Darian.
Obey or be eliminated.
Scarlet armies approached. You did what? Oh wait, this can move
The
around.
might of the Scourge will not be challenged.
The Path of Redemption. Page 2. The voice whispered, "Come to me." From the very beginning, I knew that it was the Holy Light speaking to me in dreams. At last, after all my years of prayers and good deeds, the cleansing of the blight of the unliving from the face of Azeroth. After all the failures and resurrections, finally, Page 3. It happened again. Come to me, the light commanded. This time I woke up freezing, but it wasn't cold in my chambers. I'm going to redouble my efforts. I'll tell the High Abbot tomorrow and I want prayers increased. No more half measures. The Holy Light has taken notices of our good work. I can feel it. Page 4. This time I was awake. It was very vivid, and yet for over a minute in the middle of the warm, sunny day, my breath came out misted and chill. One of the priests noticed and dropped to his knees in prayer. No one else heard this voice, though. At least the witness proved that I'm not going insane. Maybe I should ask Langren to pray on the matter. I'll get Jordan and Street to scrutinize their recruiting efforts tomorrow. We've grown bloated with the ranks of unbelievers who yearn only to destroy the undead. That's not enough. So it kind of shows that the Scarlet Crusaders were like really, really faithful in the light. That their goal was not just to have these Crusaders that just want to kill the light. You can watch kill the light, what the heck? Want to kill the Scourge. So yeah. Page 5. The commander and the bishop were both receptive. But not that they had a choice. Not that they had any choice. Bishop Street, in particular, seemed very enthusiastic. He spoke of a new crusade and swore to ferret out the weak of faith within our ranks. I told him to go easy. We're not destroying the Crusaders so much as forming an elite cadre of the most faithful to do the light's bidding in Northland. I fear the man's friendship with Lecraft is slowly twisting him. They both have their uses, though. Street's talk of a new crusade, however, has me thinking. I believe that when this new force is assembled, I will give us a new name. It'll have to be executive and our new mission. Yet still provide a tie to the past. I'll pray with the High Abbot on this. Page 6. Our prayers have been answered. The High Abbot was particularly moved by the force of the light's voice, its clarity and sense of purpose. Those of us going north, the most faithful, shall be known as the Scarlet Onslaught. An onslaught upon northern we shall be. Cancer of the Scourge threatens to overflow in the crown of the world and control the rest of us. The time has come to take the fight directly to the Lich King's doorstep. And the last page, page 7. It is with trepidation that I gaze upon New Avalon. I sometimes suspect from the last time, the fate of our cause lies in Northrend. I am filled with a sense of ominous foreboding for some reason. The mission ahead should shake away these concerns. I will put them out of my mind. The Crimson Dawn is upon us. Okay, you did what? You have become an instrument of doom, Death Knight. We will ravage these approaching armies and raise the dead as our own. Okay, let's take that. The trap has been sprung. It's called Apocalypse. The trap has been sprung in Death Knight. The armies of Harkland and Tirisfal have arrived, just in time to see their enclave in flames. If they turn back now, they fight us with their backs turned. Morgan shakes his head. No, they have only one option, which has only one outcome: Apocalypse. As they speak, they prepare to make one final stand. Lich King awaits her return, champion. He stands watch below us at Death's Breach. Okay. Let's just destroy that. Destroy that. Destroy that. And destroy that. Whoops. Come.
Bow before your king.
Bow before your king. Ah, heck. Oh, frickety. I should have fixed my gear, but it's fine. Because we'll have to fix it later anyways. Let's go. Honestly, you're still watching this? Wow. Like, this is so long, but I mean, it does take a little bit of time to do this quest chain. Which there's also, and definitely our hero class, which is why they have this pretty, I'm not sure if they're long as like Morgan or Goblin, but pretty decent. And there's also a Demon Hunter, which is also a hero class. If you guys would like to see a Demon Hunter walkthrough, please comment down below so that I can know to do one as well. Because it's also really cool. It's called Apocalypse. You have served me well. And it's also not as evil, I would say. But it's called Apocalypse. You have served me well. The mark of the Scourge has been burned into these Scarlet Lands. You have reaped death and destruction for as far as the eye can see, and delivered to me the last of the Scarlet armies. Lich King points to the ruins of Havenshire and the burning city of New Avalon. It is now time to finish what you started. An end to all things. You have slaughtered legions beyond number, and still your dark heart craves more. Your hunger knows no end. Lich King pauses. There must come an end to all things. Death Knight. The Scarlet Armies make their final stand against us. For them, there is no escape, no choice, and for this reason they will fight with a ferocity that you have yet to witness. Use this horn to call forth one of my Wyrms. Climb upon its back and command it into battle. With it, you will end the Scarlet Crusade.
Soon, you will belong to the Scourge.
This quest actually was such a struggle in the past because in the past I didn't really know how to do this and I was like flying around. I remember having to fly up all the way here somewhere to like let my Wyrm heal and everything like that. Ugh, it was such a struggle to do it in the past, but I am a lot wiser now and smarter and I know how to do this without dying miserably. And not just miserably, but dying like a failure. Steal one of these Crusaders to replenish our health. Wait, did I? Oops, sorry. Yikes. Alright, now we did it. As you can see, stealing these Crusaders will heal us a little bit. And now I can go and shoot these things again. Shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot one blank. Okay, I can make you maybe one more, but only that, and then we're gonna grab another Crusader, and we're gonna let them... Wait, what? I don't have a Crusader? What the heck? What the heckity heckity heck? Okay. Grab one now. Okay. Good. Good. As you can see, we're actually pretty close to finishing this quest. Oh, in the past, it was such a struggle to do this quest. Like, I kid you not. I was struggling with this quest. Okay, we killed enough. We need to focus on the Crusaders now. One more. Will this be enough? No. There's a ballista, but I can't shoot it. And I don't really need to shoot it because our quest is to kill Crusaders now. Come here. Come to mama. Like the Lich King says, come to me, Crusaders. I will remake you. So yeah, come to me. Alright, we're done. We're good. So I have a lot. We have 20 skulls. But I'm not exactly sure if we'll be able to complete it. Because as you guys can see, there's a bunch of Heartland Crusaders. I'm gonna try and see if we can do this. Can we do this? Nope. Hold on. Let's try to hurry. Oh fuck, I think I'm gonna die. I'm in combat. I don't wanna die. Oh my gosh! Look at all those Crusaders coming. Okay, this was actually an attempt, but I managed to kill them, which is great. Now let's go back to the Lich King, to our master. Alrighty, let's go. Kneel, champion. I place this helm upon your head to complete your terrifying visage. Any that dare look upon your dark countenance will know that death comes. Let none stand so boldly against your king, so as to face your merciless wrath. There remains only one final task. The Lich King looks west. Lights Hope Chapel. Of course, most players will know Lights Hope Chapel. Those who have at least played for a long time. The Lich King's command. The Scarlet Enclave is no more. Remains of this crusade will be dealt with in...
Crusaders.
The Scarlet Enclave is no more. What remains of this crusade will be dealt with in Northrend. We now turn all of our efforts to Lights Hope Chapel. No longer will this affront to your master be allowed to exist. I have issued my final command. The Scourge Command Thalanor awaits your arrival at the edge of Brownman Mill. Go northwest through the cave into Noxious Glade and take the path leading out of the glade to the mill. Do not fail me. Okay, so this is gonna be a spoiler, but you're gonna see that in a minute anyways. But actually, we thought until this whole entire time that we were a servant of the Lich King, that we were this hero, this champion, that we're gonna be elevated to a new rank, you know, like we just feel like a good servant. Like when you cross through the quest, you can definitely see this quest line that we did a lot of good things. We progressed a lot, we're very powerful, and we served our master very, very well, and I feel like, we might be rewarded. Nope. Literally, nobody, nope. Because right now, the quest that we have to go to Let's Hope Chapel, it is a suicide mission. Literally, it is a suicide mission. Lich King knows it, and he actually does reveal it. You will see later on that yes, he does not give a fuck about our lives, and yeah, he just does not care. So, this is where we realize that yeah, we have been tricked. That the Lich King is indeed evil. He does not give a fuck about us, and he doesn't even care if he has to sacrifice our lives to die. Alright. Lich King's command: the High Lord and the other Death Knights are preparing to strike. We'll squeeze the last remnants of life out of this place. The light of dawn. The urgent dawn stands defiantly against us at Light's Hope Chapel. They dare oppose the scourge, and for that reason alone they must be destroyed. The mighty armies of the Lich King stand at the ready as the final battle for the Plaguelands approaches. Today we ascend into the immortal realm of the Scourge heroes. When you're ready for battle, report to High Lord Darian Morgraine. It is the High Lord who will issue the final march orders and command our armies at Light's Hope Chapel.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so definitely the battle begun. So let's see if we still can get this quest to be completed, or not. Okay, we're here already. We don't have to fight, but
Beautiful boy.
okay, yeah.
What, Father?
We
You
don't
have
have to fight.
returned.
Sorry, you can't see the entire thing, but oh well.
You've been gone a long time, Father. I thought
Nothing could have kept me away from here, Darren. Not from my home, family.
Father, I wish to join you in the war against the undead. I want to fight. I can sit idle no longer.
Darian Morgraine, you are barely of age to hold a sword, let alone battle the undead hordes of Lordaeron. I could not bear losing you. Even the thought.
If I die, Father, I would rather it be on my feet, standing in defiance against the undead legions. If I die, let me die with you.
My son, there will come a day when you will command the Ashbringer, and with it, mete out justice across this land. I have no doubt that when that day finally comes, you will bring pride to our people, and that Lordaeron will be a better place because of you. But, my son, that day is not today. Do not forget.
Touching. He's mine now.
You betrayed me. You betrayed us all, monster. Face the might of Morgraine.
Pathetic.
You're a damned monster, Arthas.
You were right, Fordring. I did send them in to die. Their lives are meaningless. But yours. How simple it was to draw the great Tyrion Fordring out of hiding. You've left yourself exposed, Paladin. Nothing will save you.
That day is not today. Tyrion!
What is this?
Your end.
It savage.
Impossible. This is not over. When next we meet, it won't be on holy ground, Paladin.
face, Darian, and listen. We have all been witness to a terrible tragedy. The blood of good men has been shed upon this soil. Honorable knights slain defending their lives, our lives. And while such things can never be forgotten, we must remain vigilant in our cause. The Lich King must answer for what he has done, and must not be allowed to cause further destruction in our world. I make a promise to you now, brothers and sisters. The Lich King will be defeated. On this day, I call for a union. The Argent Dawn and the Order of the Silver Hand will come together as one. We will succeed where so many before us have failed. We will take the fight to Arthas, and we will tear down the walls of Icecrown. The Argent Crusade comes for you, Arthas!
So too do the Knights of the Ebon Blade. Although our kind has no place in your world, we will fight to bring an end to the Lich King. This I vow.
Okay, we're done.
Ours is
Sorry,
not
I
to
just didn't want to
question,
interrupt our dialogue.
only to act.
The conversation that was going on. Anyways, Let of Dawn. There'll be no atonement for us. We are forever damned to walk the earth as monsters. While the Lich King may have loosed his grip upon us, loosed? The specters of our past will forever haunt our memories. We must make amends in the only way we know how. Death. I ask you now to join me and Ocarus as the Knight of the Ebon Blade. Together we will destroy the Lich King at the end and end the Scourge. Okay. Oh, oops. Stupid. But we're gonna choose an axe. The haze has been lifted. I can see as clearly. Hold on. I have how much? 1.1k health. How about now? Still the same. I don't know if that really changes my health. Does it change my health? Hold on. My bad. We have 15 and this one 16. Okay, yeah, it's oops. Taking back Ocarus. The haze has been lifted. I can see as clearly now as the day that I plunged the Ashbringer into my own heart to free my father's cursed soul, my last memory as a free man. We must take back Ocarus and the Scourge of our orders to survive in this new world. I have taught you how to call forth the Death Gate. A Death Gate. The Death Gate will return you to Ocarus when you call upon it. Use it now and meet me at Ocarus. The first battle of the Knights of the Ebon Blade is underway. Death to the Scourge. Of course. That's good. So we're definitely at the very ending, as you can quite clearly tell. But I have 2 quests left, pretty much, to complete, and we'll be done. Hold on, let me just check if we have any new spells. No, we don't. And I have Coltira and Thazarian. And I believe, see, yeah, look at how they stand. Like, Thazarian's literally an emissary for the Alliance, and then we have a portal to Orgrimmar, and then we have Coltira for the Horde, and we have an Orgrimmar portal. I never noticed that, but taking back Ocarus, Lich King has returned to Northrend, wounded by the Ashbringer, but the second floor still holds the last of his armies. The Hall of Command has been secured, but the Lich King has left us the Battle for the Ebonhold. The Hall of Command has been secured, but the Lich King has left us a little present in the heart of Ocarus. The Stitched Terror, Patchwork, and a horde of abominations have taken over the second floor. Use the teleporters to get to the second floor and destroy the Scourge forces that remain. Do not engage Patchwork alone. You must fight the Mossos with other Death Knights of Ocarus. Go. You have my strength to carry you. Let's go. Go forth and wreak havoc. Or I would say suffer well. Hello. Oh my gosh. This is gonna help a little bit. This kind of help us a little bit, but Patchwork is quite clearly killed, so where did all of them go? I'm gonna go here because I need to do some rune forging, so I hope these guys don't respawn. But I was about to. No! I was not supposed to do that, but okay. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rune forge this weapon. Let's do this real quickly before we get hooked by one of these abominations. Okay. Remember what they said. Come here. We always need to make sure. Come on, let's kill Patchwork. Oh no. Knight of the Open Blade is dying. No, 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 no. I don't know what happened to you, Patchwork. And I don't care. Okay, we're done. Whew. That was stressful, but we're done. Okay.
The life we had before is meaningless.
The Valve of the Open Hold. Well done, Deathlight. The remaining Scourge will be dealt with in a short order, and the rebuilding process will begin anew. I have but one last task for you, and this is where we're gonna end the storyline. Sourfang's Blessing. You are now and forever will be a Knight of the Ebon Blade. But know this, you were once a hero of the Horde. Darian stares at you. This order must establish allies for itself if it is to survive. You must represent the Knights of the Ebon Blade to the Horde. On the platform southeast of me is a portal to Orgrimmar. Take this letter, given to me on your behalf by Lord Fordring, and deliver it to High Overlord Sourfang. Use the portal.
We will scour the living from this world.
And this is actually the very last quest we're going to do. This is going to be very interesting. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now this is interesting because actually, pay attention to this. I'm gonna go to first person mode just for look at this. See, look at them, they look at me. You disgust me, and they're literally throwing stuff at us. Look at this. And they actually used to throws around banana, spits on, and as you can see we have these buffs. Round banana aroma, the scent is a mix. Get a rope. Kill ourselves. Monster. Round banana aroma. The scent is a mix between a ghoul foot and a pig rump. How dare you step foot in our city? Oh, sorry. Where's Sourfang? Sourfang. What? Wait, where's Sourfang? Murderer, there he is.
I am Sourfang,
You bring me a letter,
brother
Deathlight.
of Bloxigar.
Let me see it. Okay, hold on.
To die today,
As much as I
on
hate
the
this
field
because we're
of
gonna get
battle,
attacked,
is
we're gonna
to die an orcish death.
to Sourfang of the Horde. Sourfang, mighty Sourfang, may the light stay your hand and steady your heart. Hold your judgment upon this fallen champion, if only for a moment, and hear my words. The bearer of this letter is a former hero of the Horde. Though she carries with her the stench of death and the look of the scourge, she has the soul of a champion, a soul that has only recently been reunited with the body. She represents a new, united front against the Lich King known as the Knights of the Ebon Blade. Yes, Sourfang. Death Knights turned against their former master. They are led by the son of Lord Alexandros Morbrand, the Ashbringer. They see what we seek. We all seek. What we all seek. The end of the scourge. I ask not that you accept this champion and the Knights of the Ebon Blade into the Horde, but only that you show tolerance. And of course everyone calls us murderer and everything. Scent is a mix between Ghoulfoot. Then the other one where you get spin is just like says nobody likes you. I'm just gonna try to run around to get all their reactions. I'm gonna try to make these people throw some stuff at us so I can show you all the buffs. Come on, throw everything at me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I wanna see it all. Come on. See, spit, spat on, nobody likes you.
I serve the Horde.
You bring me a letter, Deathlight. Let me see it. Okay. Forging. Yes, I know him well. If any other man or orc asked me for such a favor, I would have killed you where you stood. Forging, though, is an honored hero among orcs. Very well done. We accept you as a member of the Horde and embrace your order as allies for the Horde. We're done. Alright, everybody, so we're done. This concludes our story as a Death Knight. I'm really sorry this video took so long, but you know, at least I hope you enjoyed it somehow, some way. This is my very first commentary video, so I'd really appreciate you guys if anyone is like still watching, or if you skipped to this part, please do let me know at the ending what you thought of this video. Would you like to see more commentary videos? Did you enjoy it? Have you learned something about Death Knights? Do you think they're a cool class? Yeah, comment down below what your faction is, what your favorite race is, and what do you think about Shadowlands so far? I'm really interested to see how people like it because so many hated Battle for Azeroth, so comment down below what you think about Shadowlands as well, and also let me know if you'd like to see more commentary videos. I hope I won't have more videos that will take this long, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you until next time. So, bye guys!